This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mamas alone. Now we all for come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you day, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok.
From the streets of it down to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks we no go shine, migration stories should no go die. Entertainment we go dance to the beat, health and well-being make we rise from we sit. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice be the roots. Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we gon' make we proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are, now we message for all. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soak, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We dey yarn and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, go yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. We talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better so we people go thrive. Entertainment this week, the music, the flow. But we still go yarn the things we need to know.
Yes, Ambulance, una welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through. Yes, Fambula, una welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok there. You know that. Well, today, one of the Komon-Tok we'll get for can label on serious one. I'm sure plenty pounder don't see this flyer. They circulate now social media. And as always, we they look out for things. We they do the Komon-Tok. Now Komon-Tok we do. Waiting the again now they talk about. But some you they left out. Even though you know say that Komon-Tok, you want to find out more, like get more understanding, because it could be a ploy for distract people and given the fact say we SSF recognize say a lot of people in the actually platform here, and not so everything with a bring cantona. Certain thing where you know see not to work on our time as soon as they see most of the time on our consider that na maybe groups or that we need counter because we respect to our time. But when it's reached to issue of national importance, national concern, in some cases, even if we not get all the facts, we will still bring a come as preliminary, as so they say, they can begin, the warm up, just like all the watch, but if they don't put player, not so they test them for us, go at the wing, left, right, and put on. So if possible, what they can do, so we don't do analysis primarily, and we go inside the constitution, what in the constitution say, and follow we understand. And we also go borrow what in the First Lady be say, to say a union. So we'll see if this flyer would only pass across social media. So if really a test, or they can for testing what we go know. We also go take back into history Grace Mugabe. I'm sure plenty people remember the name Grace Mugabe, where himself be seriously more or less be take the spotlight Zimbabwe, it take the spotlight. When you talk about Mugabe, now Gracie they talk about. So we go look into that as well. And one thing perhaps we'll get for can labor on the finance audits, as you know, they don't pull a kind of clarification. But what we can do right now, we go inside the performance audit to them do. Don't you and me would do simple calculation. Simple calculation. You will see how the level of incompetence, the level of I want to say misinformed, or maybe they not get quality management, or maybe people that just not care about public documents. What in this mean? As I know, a rumor, not a rumor again. Then other people and they argue say governments don't give them now this and puts people and they look at and say governments now then send that press release so them put say they make clarification. People and they argue say now government send and say that $800 million we wanna say they don't spend from 2020 from UCSF now just get the year correct from 2019 to 2023 that 800 million where government don't spend. People and they argue say government actually don't spend they don't eat her. So for cover up, then they send the audit service for can clarify. But I want to tell you say, as far as record concern, the government of Salone no get 800 million. They not get her. They not get her. And when they just talk say they not get her, will they give instances then? Will they go into the budgets they wouldn't be done the gets? So you go know exactly when we say the government of Salone no get her. And guess what? These are audits, not excessive. Now, authentic documents with the pin pantona. Now, this, now they look into. If it's time permit, we go deep into the conversation we started yesterday. We Yakubu, Maada Bio and brother, they blame the media for more or less, maybe, you know, for their investors there, or maybe they forgive bad name, which is contrary, which is not true. In fact, now then they give the country bad name. That they then put under our Turkey as trustees. People and wait for be responsible enough, they know what's in the happen, what's in called kush. Today, me not go salonate, but the people that don't go, then say we country now a former shadow of itself. Someone said, no, you can't, Sierra Leone, where you left, so if you don't left for then 2015, 2016, 17. If you go to right now, you could completely miss them. You go say, no, this, it can't be. Drug, the youth man there, and they rampage, they rampart, control all day. So we get people, and most of those items are imported. We get the information and they're all over. People, diaspora, Sierra Leone and back, and they import things they have from the UK, from Holland, from other parts of the world, then Kerango, who they go Florida. Now, Wataki, who don't at the head of the Wataki. Now, Yakubu. So where they blame the media, anyway, it's just a mistake. All right. So on the international stage, of course, plenty people now would follow. I know say Israel don't strike Iran and then vow for continue for as long as it takes for dismantle what you then say the nuclear the nuclear program. This is not the way. I mean, for quite some time. If you go back into history, since 1995, where more or less the Americans and the Israel, then they are more purport say these people and they develop possible from 1995. Then say if possible in 5 years and develop weapons of mass destruction, nuclear weapon up till now we don't see. But finally, they don't take the decision for go strike. But Iran say then they fight back. But we don't know anyway the capability. Now the price of oil is up the roof. It's a time. This is a good time for buy oil, and I'm not to recommend that they recommend for let trade on oil in the financial market. What they move the markets now? News like this, you know, disaster, political instability combined, you know. Anyway, the one who that traders then understand what they talk right now. People of course, these days they don't make a lot of money, but not to get for this stagnant. Just so you know. So. As always, we jam-packed now. If you just join, we want for this opportunity for welcoming you with a different side, within our YouTube, within Facebook, within our Instagram, and within our TikTok again. Just so you know, Reporter B, they do very well na TikTok. Now them being self will begin to put clip then I think we don't get something like more than 4,000. It's growing, they do very well anyway. So just say you want check with for then shots, then 1 minute, 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds clip there. Anyway, you want for check with the Komon-Tok 24. Please consider that. All right, me and Mr. Komon-Tok, of course, when we can start the program proper. Or they can just
yeah. Oh yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you stay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one. Inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok. Where they bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok. Where they bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok. For education.
All right, yes, straight to the point. We're not getting nothing for waste. I hope say they get me loud and clear. No problem with the mic. Everything seems to be fine. I hope so. Not so. Now, first thing first, what will they do? We left the First Lady first side. We want concentrate waiting na the reality first na the ground, which we don't see. Let me share something to now. Let me share something to now first. This now the document this what we don't check. They can't shock. What we maybe they can do today, what they can do basically all of this. This is very simple, but I just want to put for yourself something. Now bear with. I want to share something. Please, family, now consider for share and of course. 2 things, now waiting for the please consider that because this particular document will get for can do so to go near you. It's super important. It's super. They can see the discrepancies way dinner. They can highlight sensitive area for you. Now the report itself. Now, what will they do first? Will they raise this one? Let me just let me go this one. All right. The first thing what they do, now this will they share. I think so now they see this one. No, let's just share the other one. It depends on just a moment. The very, very important document this way I want to see. All right. No, the second one, share this instead. Okay. I hope so now they say not so. All right, very well. Family, una pay attention carefully. Una they can shock with una eye. And what would they do so? Not to say na edit we edit them for ourselves, not to make we make them. No. Not to make we make them. And when they refer you, let you go back to the audit, performance audits. You go check the exact page, you how they're looking to. But before even we go into that, I want to show you certain key thing now. Let me go, let me shift a little bit down. Let me shift a little bit down, page 5, logo page 5. That's not the first area where I want to pay attention. Please, family, do ya pay attention on this one? What they do so, please. Okay, very well. Page 5. Page 5. Famble, do ya please pay attention carefully on this one. This one, I say waiting, pay attention. All right. La Ada. Una de say clearly, it clear now. Una de say loud and clear, clearly, Okay. Una de say, yeah. All right, very well. Now, una see Larry for una something. Don't take your calculator, right? Do you big? I want to know if myself I make mistake. Do you big? This not to minimum for doing. I want to see if I make mistake. Maybe sometimes I will apologize. Maybe I make mistake. But please do your family. Let everybody take in calculator. Yeah. If you get your calculator, now for taker, let you all now you earn. I'll not get okay. Now just see what we go do now. Yeah. Okay. Now simple calculation, not to see what we get for candle, not to see what for worry about. Now simple calculation. Now just okay, very well, very well. Okay, so Famble, you see, law read for now this, law read for now this, though we come on this one. The revenue and expenditure. The revenue collected increased by 27.7 from 10 billion trillion in 2022 to 12.8 billion in 2023. It comprised domestic revenue 11.4 billion and direct budgetary support grant of 1.4 billion. Meanwhile, government expenditure also saw an increase of 36.9% from 13.5 billion in 2021 and 18.5 billion, which comprises wages, salaries, employees, benefits, 5.4 billion, goods and services, 6.6 billion, transfer of grants, 627.7 million, all notes that na billion, other recurrent payments of 54.8 billion, interest payments 3.2 billion, domestic capital, development expenditure, and arrears payments. Okay, let's explain this lab book and done. Just like any businessman, as in our example that they make, just like any businessman, you get what they say expenditure, you get what they say revenue, which you spend maybe for buy, your goods and services, and how you sell, what's income, what they collect, not put in government, what governments they collect, and what government they spend, and the revenue generation and expenditure. Now, if you look at what he then say, Famble, then say in 2020, the government of Sierra Leone gets, then this one is a trillion. A trillion. Then collect the total money with the revenue would then collect. Now it's 6 trillion, rather 6 trillion 275 million. Okay, and then they end up for spend 9 trillion, more than 9 trillion. That deficit of 3. And as always, we know say not to salon government some majority of the governments now the world then they run on deficit. America then get trillions of dollars would then pay more than 29, and they run the economy on deficit. Even UK or Saudi Arabia, like I say, exclusive on Sierra Leone, majority now very few countries there then get balanced budgets where like within they get and within they spend. Italy the balance. Sometimes they can get surplus budgets, but surplus budget you hardly for the year. A few countries there now you able to but back then the ones ever be but now like so Estonia. But anyway, all kinds of that. When I see not to have the problem our make this are the deficits that what in government collect this year and what in government collect on that very year. So the entire money where government collect from grants, from IMF, all the money where they collect, the total revenue, na be this. So they end up for spend what's in the not get, and what's in they spend, including what they don't trust the grant. And what can happen, then get like overall deficit now be like 2 trillion, close to 3 trillion. Okay, very well. Now, this one, you come on 2021, you come on 2022, 2021 and collect 8 trillion 432 and then spend 10 trillion. And the deficit was waiting 218. Now, come 2022, then spend, then collect 10 trillion and they spend 13 trillion. The deficit and is that. What you then collect, what you then spend, if you minus nine are the deficits. Now look at the discrepancy. Like I say, take a calculator. Let's do this quick one together. Let's take first the first one. Let's be fair with them. Let's take the first one first. Let's start with the first one. Say, I can say something. Like I say something, let me make mistake. Let me make mistakes sometimes. Let's can say. Now, let's take the expenditure, the money where government collects. They are now put our answers in the comment section. Let's see. The money where government collect in 2020 now 6. Let's put on the money at a trillion on the ball. Let's put on like out there writer 6 million 275 998. Okay. Now this then collect. Now government spend. Then spend 9 trillion. Okay, 9 million. Put out. Then put 9 million. 9,182 426. What do you get? Do you now put for me now put on the comment section. So in 2020 deficit now be 2,906,426. Do you last if the same answer I get? This is very important side of it. Let me see how that they go. Now put what you get in the comment section. Yeah. Now let me jump on the second one. The second one again, government collect. What's in government collect 2021? Now 8,432 309. Okay, 309, and then spend 10 million. Minus 10 million, just put the first number that you minus 10 million 622 083. So if you minus what's in then collect and what's in then spend, you give you 21897. So this figure is correct. This figure is correct. Look at this other figure bar. Look at 2022. Now 2022 government spend. Collect 10 million, okay, 094,053, and then spend 1,313,549,786. Now, E for B 3,455,73. So now this government spend. Okay, very well. Now, let me come on this side, 2023. Perhaps now the most important side is why you pay attention. If you not be calculate this one 2023. Now, let's say maybe like I said, sometimes we'll make mistake. 12,892,000. Okay, 892,488. This is now the money this way government. These are the money this government collect, and government end up for spend 18 million 549 786. Now, how much he forgive family? And they are big. Now tell me about how much he forgive because me don't get me on here. How much he forgive? We still away to. So if you don't get her, I they put on for you how much he forgive you. I they put on at the comment section. Get out this one. It's supposed to forgive you. The last one I also highlight so. It's supposed the figure for B. If you take your time, it forgive you 5,657,298. If you put that figure there, now that it is due. But what in them put? What in them put? Them put 5 million, 5,511,214. Okay, there. This is a basic calculation. Lord put on. How is it possible? How is it possible? How is it? Look at those figures. Look at those figures. How is it possible for a government collect 12 billion 892 488? If you minus this one from this one, it's not possible for get this answer. Impossible. It mathematically impossible. So these are the first area where then get it wrong. Now the first area, Nandi, right? First area. It's a really, really big blunder in that side. Big blunder. Okay. Now, if we don't come on that side, this is the first side, page 5. Like I say, you can go there, you go at page 5. Now the page is page 5. Just so you want to go check. Now the page this. So now the first side, now they will make big blunder. First side, they don't make blunder, right? So what you can do back now? I will show you the different type of audits. You get performance audit, you get financial audit, you get compliance audit. These are very important steps. Which side the problem can come up from there, and then go do performance audits. Now, in the performance audits, again, I will share for you. Let you see something. Let me just share for you. Let you see for yourself performance audits. Okay, very well. Now, on the performance audits, I want to let you go page. Let's just see if on this here. Okay, on this. Okay, very well. Now on the performance audits, let's just increase on. Okay, on the performance audits, let we go page. Let we go page. Page 9. Okay, I think. Okay, very well. Okay, very well. This is not the side, so I want to pay attention. Okay, very well. Now, action for the achievement of food sufficiency and climate change on agriculture. From a review, look what's in the right. So they say from a review of climate change policy, we noted that $800 million was spent to develop the National Agricultural Transformation Strategy 2019 to 2023. There was no evidence of coordination and collaboration of the working group. Now, the word itself spent, now what people don't use. Now you can see the information on page 50. Go down on page 50. Like just no say it's not to mistake this. Or now this it go say now incompetence, and we can show you how this work like. Let me go on page 50. Let me take you to page 50 and kind of read them clearly. Now, page 50. Now just rush quick. I can see page 50. Now bulky document anyway. So now be a small while to defend page 50. Page 50. Where are you? Page 50. Okay, very well. 4950. All right. Okay. Now, all right, very well. Now just highlights for you now. Now on page 9, the same people and say government of Salon spend, and they can't show you what it mean. And they can't show you what it say develop plan. How for develop thing way a laughable self for let somebody talk say somebody spend 800 million for do developing a plan. This now for just develop the plan or not for implement the plan. There is a two different dichotomy here. Now they say general observation from the review of the climate change policy, we noted that 8 trillion leones was spent to develop national agricultural transformation strategy, to develop, not to implement. This not to say a person right and for that and say so. They don't mention them by this same document twice, page 9 and page 50. To develop with no evidence of coordination and collaboration with the working group. Documents review and interview revealed that the MAFs did not have a holistic data on all agricultural products, which makes it difficult for the team to assess food sufficiency for the period reviewed. All right, very well. Now we all don't see how this all happened. Not so. Now, if you can't check, let's just take you back to a simple way of doing things now. Yeah. I will take you into history, how most governments they make. All right, very well. You see, this what you see now the screen, so what you see now the screen, so. In 2020, governments of Salon, now this amount they say they spend. So now this amount then collect. Lord just take what then collect 6 trillion 277. Then spend 9 trillion. The deficit was 2 trillion. Now, if you take what then spend and what then collect, you see the deficit. You go say and the 8 trillion rather, the 800 million, the 8 trillion wouldn't say, which means government spend 87 come on, which means government spend 87% of the budget. I don't know if people they get me clear. Now, this performance audit say government of Salon spend 8 trillion for develop a strategy, not for implement this are the successor. So meaning if now 2022 government be spend this money, government will have spent 87% of the budget. Okay. Okay, now we say not to 2020 then put the spender. If now 2021, see how much government be collect. Government be collect 8 trillion 432 million 239 million, where they spend 10 trillion. So the deficit back then now be 2 trillion, right? So which means if now this 2021 then be spent, meaning that government of Salon don't spend 75% of all the money we don't collect. I hope so we get them clear, not so. All the money where government of Salon don't collect, they use 75% of for develop the strategy. Now that's this performance audit they say. This now the document to the right. Now I want to take you back to 2022. Now 2022, government of Salon take 10, then collect 10 trillion, then collect 10 trillion, close to 11 trillion, then spend 13 trillion, then gets a deficit of 3 trillion 455. Now, if you would say now inside 2022, then spend this 8 trillion, which means government of Salon spend 59 trillion, 59%, then spend 8 trillion. That's at the 59% of the entire budget of that year for develop the strategy. Now we come to 2023. 2023, if then government of Salon collect 12 trillion 892, then spend 18. And if governments, if in inside 2023 then spend, which means government will have spent 43% of the budget. This is mathematically impossible. Come on, this is a common calculation where you not need forget say that one. Common, when I say common calculation, you see the difference. So first, what you then do first, then just clearly in the first one first, you see say the audit, the final audit performance, page 5, then go put figures there were not correct at all. The revenue expenditure is completely misleading. And you just wonder, how is it possible? I'll just take you the discrepancy. Now, yeah, let's see something. When I be out today, because sometimes they do that level of analysis for let people understand, get the concept. Not to say I'm put on a classroom. All right. Now we take with time discrepancy in the financial reporting. But we'll go before the deficit. The discrepancies in financial reporting can lead to significant public mistrust and potential legal repercussions. The figures represented in the report have shown inconsistencies, particularly highlighting the misrepresentation of the deficit for 2023, which raises concern over the accuracy of financial statements. Now, I hope so. Okay. Lack of quality control. What thing will resolve this? You see, when you do your audits, first, the team leader, it gets him boarded first. What did you do? When they don't collect this one, the person where they do the performance audit air bundle, Tubawa 90 at this, and the auditor, the acting auditor, right now as this. Mind you, from December, when they fired the Auditor General to now, not to 6 months or so, close more than 6 months. Since then, we not get no replacement for her, still not acting. So when you look to Bondo, na the performance audit manager, when they send them here for you first, you the performance audit lead, you get for do your due diligence, check the figures, and ask your team, you field officers there, made them justify each and every claim. And after that, it gets layers of what do they say, review. You get for send them to team of qualified. Now, the buck stop on the auditor, the general, the boss himself, where at least therefore sign approval on this one. Where there comes where there is a quality control. If, let we say, Bondo and others that don't make mistake, the junior workers that don't make mistake, now the obligation, the responsibility of the head for pick up those mistakes and rectify or ask for clarification, especially when they raise certain high level of money. Now the report, because for let you write $800 million, where Salon governments no get them. Mind you, we don't chase the MCC for like God knows how long. And we know you will get them. So what's how we get for development strategy? You can pay them $10,000, you can pay $15,000, not to anything. Now, like for let's say you want bills. So you go ask build for me a plan and develop for me a plan. That plan there, you not go tell me say it work past the us. No, it's not possible. Let's say I want can cook the expenditure. Say let's check the home. Me and my woman can go to market to don't check how much suit safe. You get forget how much you spend. So we can spend that kind of extraordinary amount of money. So the lack of control don't cause problem. Anyway, time on the beat, we'll not just rush into this. Reporting systemic issues in reporting, repeated misrepresentation from a specific area, benefiting. Okay, these are just the errors, but we'll explain anyway. Integrity, time not again for go over all of them key personality. But so the argument for say government of Salon actually spent Sandy, or later them pull a document and try for clarify. Lord just put one of the document to them pull. Let we just see the document to them pull, where then they say clarification. All right. Formula there, I will not go able to project them because I will feel so low down. Now I go read them and plenty people I don't say anyway. I they read them, then pull a press release. They say the audit service say wishes to issue a formal clarification concerning a recent audit publication titled Performance Audit Report on Government Effort in Achieving Food Security by 2023 and Impact of Climate Change on Agriculture. In the report, it was stated that $800 million was spent on the development of National Agricultural Transformation Strategy. We wish to clarify that the $800 million stated in the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security document was reviewed by the audit team, was cost of the plan, meaning the amount it would take. Yeah. You will see, I want to put this left ambulance here, outside and disgrace themselves. Fambule, yeah. Unabia, we please. This in it for come. I want to see first. Dear Fambule, Unabia, we'll just play for our music. We need for see this. Law we see the English show them puts, and law suited the try for more or less denied.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make Salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, was no place like home. In case you don't know, this now come on talk. Where to bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now come on talk. Where to bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, come on talk. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, come on talk.
All right, so yes, so farm will finally run gets the side. They can put along and see waiting, then they try for argue, and you can see. All right, very well. Now, Lord put for you something. First, I want to let you what you want. Lord share for you first. One member, let not forget, page 50, performance audit, page 50. Lord highlights for you. It's victims develop strategy, no evidence. See what they say? They say from review of the climate change policy, we noted. I hope so not this year. Lord just okay. Now just take this one first, let not forget. They say from the review of the climate change policy, we noted that 8 trillion, that's $800 million was spent. Look at the word, was spent. Farm will not forget this one. They say 800 million, when 8 trillion was spent. What in this mean? Spent, the not user. This not to nobody not get for chichi this English. Not to nobody now past tense inputs. They don't spend and done. Now, because they say don't come on, instead of them can't accept the error, in fact, that will show you side the first error begin. The first error begin on page 5. Who side the deficit instead of it be 5, 6, what's not the number of what we get again? Just let me say no can turn like that. Instead of then write 5, 6, 5, 7, instead then go end up for right, the end up for go right, the end up for go right 5,511,214. Now this and go right. Now they don't put this one. Let's see how they defend. They said the audits we don't begin with the notice, so let's take the second paragraph. In the recent report, it was stated that $800 million was spent on the development of National Agricultural Transformation Strategy 2019 to 2023. We wish to clarify that 800 million stated in the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security document that was reviewed by the audit team was the cost of the plan, meaning the amount it will take to implement the plan, and was not actual expenditure incurred during the reporting period. This clarification is based on the updated information and follow-up discussion with the relevant stakeholders. The situation underscores the critical importance of timely and adequate response to draft audit report shared with the audited entities prior to finalization. The audit process is designed to be transparent, collaborative, and input of the MPAs, local council, and other stakeholders. Anyway, now we just put down there. You see, then Gaia not take responsibility at all. They just can't just take responsibility. But I want to take you back into history. I think the only good in doing this, back then, they were like this.
The vice president was audited. I think that's why I laid the foundation in explaining the procedures. How does an entity get into the Auditor General's annual report? So it therefore means the required threshold, as explained in my preamble when I was introducing this whole talk, is that State House and Office of the President and many other institutions never met that threshold. Interestingly, it will interest you to know that, and this is what we want. When the 2020 report came out, the Office of the President was the most quote-unquote bombarded office from all sectors of life. When I'm using the word bombarded, because the media was after office of the president, the non-state actors were after it, based on the issues that were in there. And remember, there are individuals managing those offices. Individuals are equally there. And what are we yearning for? Is enough implementation of our recommendations. So State House and Office of the Vice President, we say kudos to them. When we did the 2021 audit, and many other institutions, my brother, they adhere at all the stages that I spoke about. One, in the field, the little recommendations that were made, they adhere to them. When we issue the draft report, the few recommendations that were there outstanding, they adhere to them. And this is what we want. So if institutions, we are all crying for institutions to start implementing audit recommendation. I think that is the cry of everybody. If ban is cry put down today, it is as a result of non-implementation of audit recommendation. So if institutions have started implementing, I think the good thing that we start doing is probably other institutions that are far behind to now go there and start understanding what was your relationship, how was the management team, how was this team, how were the internal control set up, how far did they take these issues for them to be addressed. That is what we are all yearning for. So it's not only State House, it's not only Office of the President, but we have many more other institutions that actually took our audit work with every seriousness and assessed they were able to clear the issues that we raised. That was why State House and Office of the President was not in the 2021 report. But to say we never audited them, no. Even though I explained how institutions can be audited, but they were audited. The reason being simple, probably you have an answer to that. Public interest. Last year, State House, everybody. So we knew that last year, because of people's interest, yes, we audited them. In 2020, it was people's interest. So because everybody is having concern about Office of the President, they will be audited because it's a public office. It is subjected to similar scrutiny, the same scrutiny at all levels.
All right. That was the term where our bombshell and audit report come out, will lead to the firing of the Auditor General, suspension, because eventually we know saying for fire. And when them pull them on, yeah, you know what I'm saying. State House, this, that, they do, people about copy from her. And they, you know, this what they say, sycophancy, now sick, now disease, now cancer. Now, you can imagine. Well, then God, and they do, now them put forward them figures there, then put some mathematics here, what me and you two just don't do right now. Imagine all these are accountant, you know, when they say accountant, we know say that people know they're familiar with numbers there. Then can say numbers in the lie, not so numbers don't lie. Now you they lie. So for now you get a body like that, clearly don't show say there is a problem with these people. Either lack of competence, or they're lazy, or they just not care. How could you present revenue, expenditure, deficits in a tally? They're not able to pick up safe. They're not say it's safe. Then you get layers. You get deputy auditor 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the auditor self now. You get online people and then other institutions. So then see this is shameful way. Mr. Says, I say, waiting, who's kind budget this? Who's kind mathematics? See this even the class 5 and 7. If you put a teacher, what did you do? Then you're not able to put so. Anyway, don't forget about that side here. The next one we'll go put, I'm sure plenty people see the flyer where they circulate on social media. This flyer, the purports, they say Fatima Bio 1 stand for flag behind and say it be this, like I say, no official source not come up from the First Lady 8. We not see nothing yet where go confirm say yes. We just see EB you know, JMB to FMB, Dr. Maada Bio for SLPP flag bearer 2028, one country, one people after Bio, na Bio. Okay, this not just like when they say perhaps we don't talk many times. Maybe then just a test you attack, maybe something a distraction, maybe that this report will don't come out. All this we never know. And because official source not coming from State House 8, not coming from the First Lady 8, not coming from SLPP self, we go treat her in that kind of way. We're not going to take anything serious until we are But even as how even dangerous for let even they think this way, even dangerous already for beginning provoking. Sometimes, then see people in the look, they joke with lies. Because how is it possible for let you get people like that where they're under heavy corruption scandal, for let them get the guts safe for open their mouth, say, I want to become this person. How is it? I want to take salon people there. But I know I'll not be emotional, like I think not control. I want to just take Lord just remind you about this. Where it come?
Journalist, and I've been reporting from West Africa for over 2 years, covering political issues, economic issues, environmental issues, rights abuses in the mining sector, and conducting investigations into various types of crime and corruption. Early last year, I was on a call with a friend of mine from the Gambia, and among many other things, I asked him whether he heard anything about the First Lady of Sierra Leone buying houses in the Gambia. He told me he didn't. But a couple of months later, he called me, I've just seen a crowd welcoming the President of Sierra Leone and the First Lady after they arrived in the Gambia. So he followed the crowd, and the crowd proceeded to a luxury villa, and the President and the First Lady entered. So he asked the neighbors what was going on, and they told him that the First Lady was the owner, and then she also owned another massive villa around the corner. So I thought this was an interesting lead, decided to take the risk, came to the Gambia to find out more. The story took me almost a year to finish, and its findings are supported by sales documents. That's for the purchases of specific properties, showing either the First Lady's name or the names of her family members. There are also tax records, land ownership records, and the story was read and reviewed by 5 different editors independently of each other, and also subjected to relentless and merciless fact check, where every single claim made in the story was thoroughly examined. The First Lady's claim that I was sent to investigate her by Koido Limited was a super weak response, especially given the fact that the story was started way before she had any dispute with the mining company. What I think is notable here is that the First Lady has never decisively denied owning the properties, and she's also yet to explain where the money came from.
All right, OCCRP exposes, but what I go do, I take you back into history. When they got kind of power, then it's a bit like what you can say, where picking boss pan butter, even popo the rubber. They know how they take the country. In fact, according to your record, then say waiting, they meet the country near bankruptcy. See wait, Lord just take him to it. This woman, where then they say you want to be president, the cha-cha, where it come first, this is Gambia for so, this is Gambia, na Gambia so, this is Gambia. See, that clip here, we don't keep them for a very long time. If you go now Instagram page, you don't see say we don't get on there for a very long time. Today we just go check, we see say this clip today. This, imagine a country of Salon, where they struggle, when this woman come, here in France then, Salon money.
Yeah, that's possible back there. Not them food. That will pull the big one of it. All the first time here.
All inside the bus. All them bags, everything was at the bus. Yes, there.
London. You really get help for the travel in London.
You get patience. When I'm back in this London,
When on the day
let him mommy come. Hey, then back down. I don't want to we could take all downstairs with all. All thing I would do. Yes.
then back there one. All right.
I can go ahead. Let me for this one day. Yeah, we all see what's happening. They go inside the bus. Yes, ma'am. The guy where they do I one can do another. And this is what I go sell at the bottom. A big, very nice. I like it. And that's how much it's about. Sell at that.
Hello, Mr. George.
Okay, Lord pull that day aside. Maybe we'll put them for you. That was back then. Imagine from Salon to Gambia, where you can charge any, I mean, you can use any private, you can use any commercial line, you take business class, yeah, your friends, and now go spend less. Instead, then dip in by the purse. And what I need is, can you imagine? You see, them people there, then they rule without empathy. There is a difference between sympathy and empathy. But then empathy more or less like you then at the shoe of the person, you really feel in pain. Like what I lost to people and so my mama don't die, my papa don't die. If somebody all lost in mama, lost in papa, they empathize with them because I understand. I don't get that position in there. Imagine my mama died May 29. Just a week, my papa died 7 June. You can imagine how painful it be there with me at that moment. Just like 1 week difference. You know, where yeah, it's really difficult. 2008. If somebody they go through them similar, they empathize with her because I know how difficult. But sympathize, maybe sometimes they don't know where them people will get for that anyway. If you person not die or your mama not die or papa or the, you know, if somebody they cry that pain, you will sympathize with them because you know they feel in that position. Now, example of what they make for let people understand. What they can then they say, then they would they sympathize with? Yes, and they sympathize, but don't they empathize with you? They're not in the shoes of the people and the ordinary person. Imagine a budget like Salon, where even for law we get I doubt if the GDP self, the entire GDP now 4 billion. This not like everybody money now, the gross domestic product, everything 4 billion. We own money as a nation self. I doubt if you money says the reserve alone for that the video will be like 300 and something, 375 some million. The entire money they collect at the ESF, you know, they reach. You see, the 8 trillion now, the 8 trillion. I mean, roughly 800 million. Roughly 7-8 trillion now they collect. 10 million, 9 million, 30 million, trillion loans. Now they collect. Now same money from the consolidated fund. That they pull. Or from a donor fund, or we just know say these people we don't go do we self fulfill, we don't go to them places or those that them believe. They not be get money, not just ordinary people in Naya, just like me tonight. Now council flats them day, like what they can say low cost housing. Then they get benefit from government. Then country, if you get Peking, you get governments they give small thing. Not that. So for Sebambai, I know they may live that kind of life there. What is wrong if you then become presidential? It's clear. Now, Reggie Cole self, now we go say, if he be president, or he be a minister, though you say I'm playing, because you get plane for himself, private plane for himself. So, you know, saying in lifestyle and the back, we can understand. We know they say where you can if you can do bad. I just make an example. If somebody will never ride plane, you know, he not get private plane on himself. You know, say as the moment he join the presidential team, it begin to use private jets. We will not get private jets. What's that money they come out? But anyway, I'll let you listen again.
I'm a Gambian, and of course, you've said my name, Fatima Jabi, and I'm an actress. I'm a mother, and yes, I am, and I've done a lot of things that I'm a Gambian.
All right, it's clear. It's in Gambia. So what do? We don't go to the constitution. Now we check. Like I said, in our official aids, and we just want straight away bring this one to an attention. The constitutional provisions impacting eligibility. These are the 1991 Constitution. Citizenship requirements. The 1991 Constitution established that candidates must be citizens of Sierra Leone by birth or have resided in the country for at least 10 years, indirectly excluding non-citizens. Now, age and nomination. The candidate must be at least 40 years old and be nominated by the registered political party or as independent candidate, further solidifying the legitimacy framework. Now, allegiance disqualification, section 42 specifies disqualifications for candidates who owe allegiance to another country, reinforcing the indirect bar on foreigners. Now, law is just, I explain this, law just they go through the 5 steps. Qualification for election as president. Now, by birth, I don't know if we go like just, okay, by birth. Allegiance to another country, eligibility, for presidential candidate is strictly governed by 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone. Candidates are disqualified if they owe allegiance to another country, meaning dual citizenship or foreigners' ties are not permissible without explicit permission. Additionally, individuals declared mentally unfit for those with felony or electoral convictions are ineligible to run. They are ineligible to run for presidency. Mental locomotive, not to that side. I want to see indirect. Okay, very well. Okay, indirect bar on foreigners. Understanding how the constitutional requirements limit eligibility for presidential candidates, and okay, I just want to catch one side. All right, I just want to count the main side for say all right, so basically the within this section 42 they come no explicitly say if you're not foreigner not go be let me just touch on for now, let people and see 42 section 42. Okay, now 42 specified disqualification for candidates who owe allegiance, like where this woman they say I am a Gambian, like for example
I'm a Gambian.
Okay, like when they say in a Gambian, you owe allegiance. In other words, in entire loyalty, entire life, or maybe the country where you go die for na Gambia. We know say this one in itself don't disqualify according to section 42 of the constitution, but directly you see they how them play with the constitution. This are what we just do research. Perhaps when if a lawyer come, he will able further interpret them for we. So if only you get another, if you not get another allegiance, like for example, if Fatima Jabi they say Salona in only country, perhaps foreigners, you understand. But 42, you all look at her, will not see direct disqualification on this point 8. So like I said, these are rough research we do, but we go dig in more and maybe ask lawyers and maybe explain to we at this particular, we not say if you're nobody in the country, we know Nandi, but in the claim saying as Sierra Leone and a lot of people, for example, Dr. Fatima Bio, they say na card and counter, not to bond them bona, na kono usai they claim. So in that aspect, we want to look into it deeply and find out more whether actually na they born. That's the issue therefore come. But 42, now this 42 say. Meaning, if you owe allegiance to another country, reinforcing the indirect bar on foreigners. So indirectly, if you owe another citizenship to another country, you could disqualify. Anyway, low tap on here, and we don't exhaust too much on some of the subjects here. We apologize. The world news, of course, but the last thing I go remind people, back in history, there is a lady who they call Grace Mugabe. Let me just take you, let you see this woman back, where more or less it terrorized a nation. But where is she today? Where they come?
Boom! Go ahead, do it. I don't care. Boom! Go ahead, do it. I don't care.
See her as somebody who is in the position she is purely by virtue of the fact that she's married to Robert Mugabe. She is somebody who embarrasses them. And the very thought that she was in a position where she might have become Robert Mugabe's heir apparent at a special conference in December meant that the military were going to have to move, in their view, to install the man that they want, and that's Emerson Mnangagwa.
All right, so I'm sure history, this woman, that's why be powerful, Grace Mugabe. I'm not seeing that eclipse. In fact, even attempt think they for take power from your husband. In fact, everybody will believe say now they succeed, and a man be one less succeeder. So the style where Bio they do so, Fatima Bio they do so, a more or less aligned with the same pattern where a controversial lady back then, Grace Mugabe was she was controversial, highly controversial there. And we see back even the first lady again, Naya, when Fatima, instead of controversial, more or less than a play. You see, it just remind me about Shakespeare book, Lady Macbeth. Now, so instead be ambitious, super ambitious. But the last thing with Maada Bio would do in life, where perhaps it would feel get away with was, I'm pretty sure, Sierra Leoneans they're not going to take the nonsense will be take place in 2023. Not going to take it. No. And the worst mistake we could do, perhaps, I want to just remind you what's them be do today as soon as they announce so German and come. I just remind people and quick on this clip. And I don't say the strategy, then we don't get and say, no, we know the strategy now. You just announce, just like where Sylvester be the just announce, and then police. All right, this in itself is clear. It appears as if na coup. Other people in Scotland say coup. Electoral coup. Now we see so. So maybe then we will replicate the same thing, say, you know what? We announce and we left the thing to the security forces. Well, enough I cannot do so. We shall see. All right, so Famula out the program. We tell you plenty thank you. And anyone by the issues here we want to talk. The audits don't make blunder mistake, or maybe incompetence, or maybe deliberate, or maybe carelessness in the audit report. So then we do performance audit. We then put some figures that were not correct. We just don't prove an. And also the first lady in flyer, they scatter social media. Then say he won't be the next Bio, the next president. And the other issues there, they left them for tomorrow. Would they take 1 minute break, or we can look into a message? Of course, we'll open a few. We'll take a few calls.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mamas alone. Now we all for come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. We'll bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. We'll bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon-Tok.
All right, yes, so family don't come at the other side of the program. We don't come at the other side of the program. All right. By the way, one we Fambulaya itself donates to we £70. The donation still open up. Let people not forget. The donation still open up. One of Fambuls donates £70 today. We tell them plenty thank you, and we look up to we serve. We go end up for put the line open anyway, Fambul. The line open. We're going to put the let me see. All right, to take the first one, Jubila from New Jersey.
Mr. Komon-Tok, to live in this side, Jubila from New Jersey.
Yeah, Jubila, you get the platform. Outside the film day.
Before the Monday, don't know time for do something.
My God in power.
Mr. Komon-Tok, we the talk about salon issues. If you not get high emotional intelligence, you fall down. If you're not able to control your emotion, you fall down. Thing happened at the Garden of Eden. Now God tell Adam say, "Not eat this fruit, protect this garden." They allow the enemy for kind side, then he eats from the fruit, then they have an iron host, the Garden of Eden. As I come and talk like Kaba, I have been the voice of God to Aneskroma. I make them deliver in Garden of Eden, Amakini. Aneskroma in Garden of Eden, Amakini, because you don't listen the voice of God, Kaba they tell you say this man no can. I gave them deliver. Then you know say what happened to Aneskroma. God is sent by Aneskroma a strong, when I say strong nostalgia, where they get homesick, very unusual. If you're not fixing it, I really care. Homesick. Yes, I need to get for car. This Maada Bio don't reduce the bar for let person be president as alone. I make Fatima say one be president. Imagine them had to collect this kind of money, then they misuse them. Imagine the money we call so they say they is that revenue they don't think so. Because of the corruption within that country, then they go down past 100%.
Yeah, this is our official document. Now this is what audits find out.
Yeah, now it's for tell you so now. But because of the corruption within the country, we are 100+ corruption. If me for say that they get money we pass down the 100 times, but we're not sure. The money not sure. You understand? So this 67 million for the road, what they say that they make, they not get road for sure. They not put on back power she got that same 67 million they ain't get for people. The man don't tell me two things in that country. They protect salon because of democracy. They do not. We dey talk no more, but they don't say we play. I make us say this last video we show about Kone, when the protector, if APC not get a military face, then bring the people in common at do. I see them protect us, so that the same way no more for happen. They need a military face. Give the change.
All right, thank you.
They wouldn't announce it, they want the military as ex-soldier man. Give them the change. They wouldn't. All give the change.
Thank you very much, Juwela. Thank you for your contribution. Yeah. Will take another voice? All right, so don't miss this one again. All right, this line's still open, and will take another voice? Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, I call from London.
All right, you get a.
I call from London.
You get a platform. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, what they say? Why make you see Fatima Bio the grab say one become flag bearer, one become president of that country? Now because now this will be they tell them the media. If you see that why I feel say we vote they not count, then feel say they go take power, not all with the people they vote. All the bad one they feel say they go can't up say they can't take power now. Now in this now, the man don't take the election last 2023. They see how they take out rubbish the whole thing, just take power, just seize power, just like that. Fatima Bio feels say, you know, say Sierra Leoneans they no like her. You know, say there's no way they vote for her. But you know the way now how they go take power without they no vote for her. Not make you say get the mind. With all the they don't pass Sierra Leoneans, they suffer. No, they nothing, no day. 10 years people in the suffer. Fatima Bio get mind. So can't say one can become a president as Sierra Leone. It's a joke. Not because they don't say, because you don't say there is no way they vote for her. Even if the man supports her, if they don't with her. If they ever say they don't lose the election, because this 2028 to go and one thing they happen. That crash when they happen in 2023 no go happen. Then the other estimate Sierra Leoneans say. And what again about Fatima Bio now British citizen let them check her. In a Gambia, in a British citizen, he say in a Sierra Leone let them check her. Anyway, la left so now thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. Okay, we entertain a few more calls. Now we take on the comment side. Jade say Fatima Bio is currently first in command. President Bio is only a puppet, a sleeping president. The matter with Koide Holding proves she's acting president. All right, we missed this one. Would add another voice? Okay, we don't miss this one again. Yeah, okay. All right, so we add this one. Yes, caller, outside you call from?
Hello?
Yeah, outside you call from?
I call from Future.
All right, you got a platform, go ahead.
Region, they make them people are the sample flag bearer. The region is really the how you go away, they don't create. Now this western area, they don't count all the people in and Kapuka put in land all. You can't install the liquid install number and phone. I would say really don't create more district or more like this western area. So in terms of election, they will get good. All the land in a peninsula. People don't have origin of police and they need them land enough. All that is it's all that the cause. They play that woman in the top seat. You want to black bearer. Which is the support and second that are bad. But you know, possible. Which is the trouble issue, the time will cover them with the data. Because like people say, no, you don't do things you can do when you go to the pay. I like that. That's not contribution. Huh?
All right, thank you very much. We'll take another voice. Yes. Concerned citizen from.
Yeah, concerned citizen, they call from the US.
Okay, my brother. Thank you for joining us. You get a platform.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok. Thank you so much, my brother, for the good work they do.
Thank you.
Honestly, like we Jibril say no more. If you not get the grace inside you, bro, I not you want for even to talk about salon issue. especially when you say they look for, that positiveness in the country, for let the country improve, let the country go before. Then the research in like then can show me, brother. If you not get the grace, I really know now I can do. I let God continue for the releasing grace upon you now, because
Amen.
now grace we are for you able to do within. Imagine how you give the information to we look how we feel. Get a loan first now, and I therefore go do research, send all the information, and they try for we and come out frustrating it can be, It really sad, bro. And the way how the world they go so now, let people are not even deny us to say they celebrate the state of the country, because we only see, look at Donald Trump. We don't know what thing they happen tomorrow. Tell you come way, people are not going to want for dinner the side of the world due to what thing they go on. So it just left with we now for let we improve, let we develop the country. Lastly, my brother Jibila can blame Aneskuma for Maada Bio Kamwana power. Maada Bio na Leoneans, the constitution gave the right for make a stand, they get the qualification. There, but however, now in political party now them for be don't cast screen and properly, but them bulldoze, then John Benjamin, the whole KKY, 2 peace by mama and all that stuff. Then the Maada Bio na forcing away for everything. So me not want to blame Aneskuma over Maada Bio Kamwana power, because if Aneskuma not to invest alone, it's a man. So it just get for open a level playing field, but we will continue for play for we country, and let God continue for bless ourselves back again. But it really sad waiting they go on soon as alone. Yeah, thank you, my
Thank you
brother.
very much, my brother. Would you add another voice? Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello.
Yes, I'm from the UK. Yeah, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thanks for all the analysis. As always, when you bring the issues there for educate the people of Sierra Leone from Moko who know what they do. Listen, my brother. All of this one, Fatima Bio, not distraction. Maada Bio, he said very well, no say. Even the doubt, because 2028, I know they even counter now, making the battle force this electoral justice strike for left out. Because me, I believe in what say Maada Bio, you get for left power, for sure. So we know they even talk about 2028 Fatima Bio, not distraction. Because Maada Bio, nobody know the cancer for SLPP for the next election, where goes, why SLPP will put candidates they win. If you only know, because not for that kind of the first the academy do manipulate. No. Which leadership post they can campaign that Maada Bio that this regime we see so. This is clear. We don't see corruption, we don't see violence, we don't see killing. There's nothing. So he himself knows the people are not with him. He knows he's not popular, nothing. Nobody knows. SLPP they collapse because misery upon misery in them. Not be real now. So me, I'm not even thinking of the 2028 election or whatever. Maada Bio. Me, I believe, say, in the left power. In order for go with this stolen mandate, it's not possible, my brother. We grew a bit get sense when the war with the rebellion cannot we know the destruction. Some of we go the close to military people, we die, the one way they are alive now, we know what's happened. We know these things, so we to go for the tell people them because they know not to say no. Unless Komai far older than some folks, we know what happened during the war up to today. We become president. Look who say lead me to again. They know how much it will cause destruction within the army itself. So they come back and use the
Thank you very much,
so
Ahmed.
we're not going for go. Maada Bio not going for go away with this, my brother. Trust me, I'm telling you this. He's not going for go away with this one. He's going to leave power soon.
Thank you very much. Yeah. All right, and we go take probably just one more call. All right, so don't miss this one. Okay, let's rush on the comment side. This one they come up from Patrick Sanko. He said this time around we the citizen get for protect, we vote them by hook or crook, do or die. This one they come up from Amnatu Sanusi. Fatima, you get got. Oh, Sierra Leoneans, when I wake up from a slumber and smell the coffee. We have been abused by Fatima till she till then. Anyway, Will you be silent? Which kind of jujube that they give to Leoneans? All right. Sorry if I know it incorrectly for you. This one they come from Patrick. It's if not true about Fatima, are they fixed time bomb permissive in front of State House? This one they confirmed by Fukal. It's a Bio and SLPP. We are spending and chopping Sierra Leone reserve endlessly, hoping they are going to receive MCC money easily without fulfilling the democratic criteria. A bunch of corrupt individuals. And this one, they come from Mohammed Jallo. They say this power gangs administration, they within the cancer of our the cancer of our economy. We can't have a name or terminology for them. And this one, they say Salon Real Man say, when I appreciate the light at least. For the cargo, they say, my brother, I don't know what you are talking about. The current president and family, they are the owners of Sierra Leone. Everyone is nothing. We are doing child's play. We are very good, Talk and Bogos. This one, Salon Titi, they say, I used to cry leaving Sierra Leone since I left in 2023. I have no desire to go back. It's not the Sierra Leone I love anymore. I used to go yearly, not being back in 2 years. This one they come up from Fode, say whatever things Maada Bio guilty of, he will keep quiet about. Yeah, KK they say if Sierra Leone people them see dumb. All right. They say are so angry in my spirit right now. Then don't do we. Anyway, Kelvin, thank you very much for joining us. All right, so as always, we tell we say plenty thank you, and definitely we'll keep an eye. I'm sure I get the belief say sometimes it's good for you exercise patience. Say they don't endure too much, they don't bear so much on beer. You know, the Israelites then suffered for 40 years. When God ready for save them, he saved them. This is not the biblical aspect. You know, so there's everything, there's time for everything. All the great empire that wait on about the world, you know, they all come to an end step by step. One wipe away, another one rise up, you know. This countryside is a Great Britain. Then 1/4 of the world and them they control. Where are they today? So these are just far things that they talk about. Now we come to self now. The power of God, how it come more or less like when it will come at it come in different version. Sometimes you feel you don't do your best, you don't be in full control, and indeed at the internet most time the tell where they can sleep and they can wake up by dream. Say, hey, wake up from slumber. And the last people where you found the rates, that's Salomon. In as much as everybody sees it, right now, they concentrate on politics. That until they still not protest and not talk, they don't keep quiet, no beer, and they talk. It reach a point where people need to bounce back and not go come fine. But now one great thing they trigger, one great thing. So let people make them plan, let people pull them candidates, let people pull them flyer, let people say whatever they have for say. All which I know say you can't take the people for granted. And when the people act, they act differently. And Sierra Leoneans, we don't see the way we act to ourselves. In fact, that would have been like a lesson, a perfect lesson for Lord not even think for do anything where they provoke or they ignite or get the tendency for lead into that same pattern. More than 50,000 people have lost their lives. Some people say that's senseless war. No. When I check and deeply, not a senseless war. Imagine all of them here similar thing there where people and themselves, it was past Joseph now. The thing will happen now. Anyway, let's have the program here. We'll come back tomorrow, hopefully with another program. And we left this one now in case you want support for the triple Burkina Faso. Thank you very much in advance. We really appreciate that. More people in Nepal support, and we look forward to that. I can share the link for they can share the link for the PayPal as well. Until then, my name is Komon-Tok. Bye bye.
I hear the cry, we go talk and yeah, no we no go line. I come on top, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Oh, come on top, we go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make the proud. From saloon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here, we young, now we message for. Come on top, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Come on top, now the place to be. We dey young, I'm clear for you and me. Come on top, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, now we dey young, for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shining like the truth must show. Come on top, together we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Come on top, where the minds go meet. Come on top, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Come on top, now the place to be. We dey young, I'm clear for you and me. Come on top, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, my God, oh yeah. We dey talk and we'll make we yeah. From Freetown to the world, we go spread the news. Come on top, now the platform we choose. Spread the news. Come on top, now the platform we choose. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks we no go shy, migration stories should no go die. Entertainment we go dance to the beat, health and well-being make we rise from we seat. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice be the roots. Oh, come on talk, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make the proud. From salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we young, now we message for all. Come on talk, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Come on top, now the place to be. We dey young, I'm clear for you and me. Come on top, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. We talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better so we people go thrive. Entertainment this week, the music they flow. But we still go young, the things we need to know. Political leaders make when I hear the cry. We go talk and yeah, no we no go lie. Now come on top, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Oh, come on top, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make the proud. From saloon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here, we young, now we message for. Come on top, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Come on top, now the place to be. We dey young, I'm clear for you and me. Come on top, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, now we dey young, for better tomorrow. No more tears, peace, no more sorrow. We go shining like the truth must show. Komon-Tok together, we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Komon-Tok where the minds commit. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B's hook, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey come from. Komon-Tok now the place to be. We dey yarn and clear for you and me.